Hey guys, our learning intention today is that we are learning to recognize different 2D shapes. Our success criteria will be that we can name squares, hexagons, rectangles, pentagons, rhombuses, trapeziums, and a bunch more. Okay.
Hey there team,
let's
welcome to Teach Together Try with Mr. Burns. Today we are looking at shapes and I'm testing out a new pen tool, so please do be forgiving. Let's look at this first shape. It is a tri, which comes from tres, from the Latin for tres, thank you. And of course, I bet you know this. This is of course a triangle. And of course it comes from the word tres, which is an old language Latin. It means having three. Okay, let's move on. We've got something here called a pentagon. And I bet you can tell me it's got 5 sides, which actually comes from the Greek language originally, penti, which means 5. We've got a quadrilateral, which is any shape with 4 sides here, and that comes from the Latin language, quadrilateral. And let me just write that down for you, quadrilateral. Okay, that's how we do that one. And just so you know, guys, that's any shape with 4 sides. So any old shape that's got 4 sides to it. No, it's a bit harder to do than I thought. Oh well. But any old shape that's got 4 sides to it is indeed a quadrilateral. Yeah, there's a better one. Okay, that's a type of quadrilateral as well. Let's look at this one, hex, which is of course a hexagon, and it comes from the Greek word hex up here, which means 6. Okay, 6-sided shape is a hexagon. Let's look at the octo here, the octagon. I bet you could work out that for me, the octagon. Octo is the Greek language and it means 8 sides, and if you count those up, it's got 8 sides there. Let's look at this one. Resuming after a little break there. Right, now this is an interesting shape. This one comes from the Latin language nonna, which means 9. Okay, and that is in Latin. And of course, this is actually a 9-sided shape, and we call that a nonagon. If you count that up, it's got 9 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The nonagon. Okay, let's look at the next shape. Deca. I wonder if you know what deca means. Deca is a Greek word and it means 10. And of course, this has got 10 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The decagon. Very interesting shape. 10-sided shape. What about the word circle? Circle is actually a Roman word which means a millstone, and a millstone is something that was used for grinding, a big heavy stone that was used to grind wheat and barley and all sorts of stuff. They'd grind it up. Of course, these days we use the word circle to describe any shape, which is, well, a circle, and here's a circle over there for you. The most interesting shape, I think, is this, which is what we call an oval. And an oval actually comes from the word ovum, which means an egg, and it's a Latin word. And you'll know that females actually have eggs in their body, in their ovum. It's a part of their body. And you'll notice the oval does look a lot like an egg.
Hello gang, how are you? We are going to look at a couple more shapes here. We are going to look at a rhombus, for example. And a rhombus, thank you, here we go. A rhombus is a quadrilateral with all sides the same length. And so this side is the same length as that side, and this side is the same length as that side. All the sides are the same length. But that's like a square so far. Here's how a rhombus is different. A rhombus is a quadrilateral, here you go. A rhombus is a quadrilateral with its opposite angles equal. Well, I guess only its opposite angles equal. So this angle here equals that angle there, right? But this angle here does not equal that angle here, okay? This angle here does not equal that angle here. The angle that I've drawn the big star on actually equals this angle here. And so in that way you can see that the opposite angles are equal, but the adjacent angles aren't. So these angles are equal, opposite, but the adjacent ones are not, okay? And a rhombus usually looks like a falling over square. Okay, now we're looking at a parallelogram. A parallelogram, which again is a quadrilateral, which means it's got 4 sides. But yes, Mr. Burns, a square's got 4 sides. And this shape here is not a square. No, it's not. I guess a parallelogram has 2 pairs of parallel sides, which means that this side here is parallel to this side here. And again, I guess that's a bit like a square, and it's actually a bit like a rectangle, isn't it? Because it's got opposite sides are equal length, but only opposite sides. But what is a key difference here is that opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. Opposite angles, so those two angles I've just drawn are equal, and these two angles that I'm going to delineate now are also equal. But again, the adjacent angles aren't equal, which means that this opposite angle is equal. Okay, this opposite angle is equal. And this opposite angle is equal, thanks. But these ones next to each other are not equal. They are actually different. And it's probably correct to say a rhombus is, it is a bit like a rhombus, very much, but it's the rectangle version of the rhombus. Okay, let's look at our last shape for today. Here you go, we are looking at a trapezium. A trapezium, again, it's a quadrilateral, yes, but so is a square, Mr. Burns. How's this different? Well, this is different because only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Here are your parallel sides. Look at that. There are your parallel sides, okay? But this side here, look, is not parallel to this side here. No, 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 it is not parallel. The opposite, this one pair of parallel sides are equal. Yeah, they are going, sorry, this one pair of sides are parallel. They are going the same way forever. They will never meet, okay? But this opposite pair, look, this pair, right, and this, well, sorry, this and its pair over here, its buddy over here, they're opposites, aren't they? They will eventually meet. If they kept on going in that direction, they would eventually meet in the future. So a trapezium, I guess it's a bit like a square or a rectangle even, but only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Okay, I hope that has been somewhat helpful in identifying what 2D shapes are.